And that'll bring us down to our final pair. There's a look at Matt Hagan, who qualified #1 for the second time this year. Congratulations to him for that. And he'll line up next to John Lawson, and that's another great-looking race car.
You know what? That man is driving the Champs car, Dale Creasy Jr. Glad Dale's been getting out about a little bit. You know, he had leg injury earlier in the year, and thoughts are always with him. This ought to be another good run. Matt Hagan being tuned by Paul Smith, also tuning Spencer Massey's car. But Lawson's car, on the other hand, got the championship tune-up in there, I'll bet you.
Boy, that Impala just looks awesome. I love the nose of it. 1 versus 5. Reaction time's outstanding for both competitors right there. Final margin of victory, just 0.06 of a second. That is a drag race.
You know what? That's more like pro stock than Nitro Funny Car. You can't get much closer. Both cars nice and clean, pretty much down the center of the racetrack. I love drag racing. That's what it's all about right there. 2 nice, clean passes.
And that first panel blew off. That's why the speed was down for Hagan.
Great side-by-side drag race. You've been by 0.06 of a second.
Yeah, I tell you, it was totally my fault. The car was running great. John and Paul Smith, they got this thing running really good. It was my fault. My vision was blurred, and I passed 8 mile cone and come up on 1,000. I thought that was it. It was pulling so hard, it's hard to see. And I'm just glad we got the win for our team. You know, I wasn't going to be able to go back there. Thanks a lot, buddy. I wasn't going to be able to go back there and face them if we didn't get the win. So got lucky this round. It's my fault. It won't happen again. Hey, thank you for Sheila.com, Rupture Streetwear, Torco Race Fuels, Headman Headers, TX7. Without these guys, we can't do it. You know, we're still in the hunt for this thing.
So the semifinals are set for Nitro Funny Car. Up next, though, will be round #1 of the Kings of the Sport. Welcome back to New England Dragway here with an Old Gas Nitro Jam Series. Some of our Pro-Am categories having some fun, and of course, we'll talk about them a little bit later on. And the fans always out here, they get up close and personal to the racers. But now we want to talk about Top Fuel, and Spencer Massey in his rookie season out here has had a spectacular year as he makes a quest for a championship in 2008.
And we've all sat back and started thinking about what it would take, but then we all stop and say, you know what, let's not even think about it. We don't care what it's going to take or what we need to do. Let's just go race. We're going to do 1 race at a time, 1 round at a time, and that's what everybody needs to do in drag racing when you're going for a championship, is not worry about it, because that's whenever this messes up, and that's whenever the win light doesn't come on.
You know, you can think about it all you want to, as long as you're not in the car when it happens. And Spencer's done a really good job so far this year. And we're going to go see what the man that has the #1 on his car has to say.
Anybody tells you the points out of their mind's lying to you. I think I've said before, points are in your head before you start the first race, and that's what a points chase is. And you know, you try to be careful at the first of the year, and then as the season goes along, you start throwing the idea of being careful out the window. And so, you know, no points are always in your mind. And I mean, you know, Spencer knows what I do, and I know what he does, and so we keep up with it. And then, you know, hopefully we can, you know, run across each other early, and which will be, you know, it's good for him and good for me, either one. So, you know, just according to whose day it is.
Well, the only way those guys will meet will be in the final today. But first, let's talk about another guy. He's a sentimental favorite. We're talking about Bobby Lagana Jr. and Megan Gunnings with him.
One past Epping winner who's looking to recreate history with another Ironman is Bobby Lagana. Now, Bobby, you're up against Bruce Litton first round. You're #3 in points. He's #2. It's a chase to the end.
It's a really tight battle. They're fighting for first and second, and you got us 3 cars fighting for third, fourth, and fifth. And I mean, Bruce Litton, it's a tough draw, but they're all tough draws here. And we're going to do the best we can. We are not backing down. We are going to run. We're trying to run the best this car can run. It will smoke the tires or beat him. I can guarantee that.
Well, he's going to go for it. That's good news. We'll look forward to seeing that race. But we'll kick things off here with Tim Boychuk and Mike Strasburg. And Mike Strasburg set a track mile per hour record here at 325.06. It's his second track record of the year. He did that in qualifying, a really nice lap.
You know what? Anytime you can go 325 miles an hour, that tells you that the motor is just happy as it's approaching the finish line down there. And that is a lot of fun as a driver, because the acceleration is just phenomenal. It's hard to explain what that's like going 325. Boychuk has got a really nice running race car now. Got Jimbo Orberlovich over there helping tune that car, and it has really shown in some consistent runs.
Jimbo's been around for a little while, man. He definitely knows how to set one up.
Oh, Jimbo is really good at making a car go down the racetrack no matter what the conditions, and he's usually really good on saving parts, too.
Strasburg's also had some pretty bright moments throughout the season this year. Should be a good battle here. The number 6 and number 2 qualifiers. Strasburg, number 2. Just like that, Strasburg looked like he knocked a cylinder out, so the nod goes the other way, but look at the reaction time for Boychuk, an 0.38.
That is impressive. And he wins that one on a hole shot. What a great drag race. Strasburg with a hole out early. No telling what that car would have run had it stayed on all late. But Boychuk, on the other hand, he was ready for the win, put a hole out, got to win.
Close run, that's what drag racing is all about.
Yeah, that was a fun one. Talking with Mike before and just hoping everything would go good, and thank Barry and Joni and the rest of the gang at the Peyton crew, and gave me a good car to drive, and I'm really liking this fun.
All right, Spencer Massey and Mitch King. What are the chances he gets Mitch King again here, huh?
You know what? I would love to bet on who wins this round right here, kid. You taking it?
Are you taking Mitch?
No.
No?
I'm taking Mitch's car. How about that?
We spoke with Spencer about his procedures before he runs.
I have a little ritual I go through, just, looking at the parachutes, tapping the wing on both sides 3 times, and I go to the motor. And if you guys have ever watched Caddyshack, you've watched Judge Smells at the end of the episode or end of the movie ask for the club, Billy Baru, and he goes, "Oh, Billy, 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 this is it, this is the big one." Well, that's what I do to the motor every time I grab the motor, and I go, "Oh, Billy, 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 this is it, this is the big one, let's do it, we need the win, And then I pat it, get in the car, and I go. And I do it every time.
Oh, no, there's no superstitions in racing.
Spencer, I would have never told anybody that.
Wow, and how about that? Mitch's car didn't even leave the starting line, and Spencer clicks it early, dumps the laundry, and gets the win.
Did you hear that little blurp of the throttle there? What that is Spencer went out there. Now, whether it was a planned shutoff or it shook the tires, you'll hear a little blip of the throttle. And what that amounts to is there is so much G-force on the driver. When you step off the throttle early in a run like that, it literally will throw you forward and make your foot hit the throttle unintentionally.
Another semi for you.
Yeah, rounds is the name of the game right now. With only this race and one more left, this is a big one, But like I said all year, you can't think about points, you can't think about championships. We're going rounds, we're trying to get another gold man. So this Bear Waste, Lucas Oil, La King's Confectionery, Sunset Cove, it's going rounds, and these guys are awesome. Hopefully we can bring home another gold man. Let's do it.
All right, we're going to bring home the back half of round 1 when we come back. Stay with us. We're having fun here at the Noel Gas Nitro Jam Series at New England Dragway. Ken Stout, Clay Milliken, and Megan Gunning bringing you all the action here from the Noel Gas Nitro Jam Series. That's a look at Terry McMillan backing up. This is Kevin Jones, and Kevin Jones qualified in the number 7 spot. Terry McMillan in the number 3 spot. Terry's really been coming along.
Terry's car runs really well. Since Doug Cook's been over there tuning that car, it is a threat to run low ET at any point. It is a threat to win a race. And they have just really seemed to have got things together. Let's see what Terry has to say about it.
Right now, we have all the pieces and parts in place, and that's the thing that we were probably lacking in the beginning of the year. And today we have everything. We have the crew, and for a first-year team coming out here and doing it on our own, we've been very respectful. So hopefully we can continue that and go out there and just keep making laps and winning races, and hopefully at the end of the year in Rockingham, we might fare out well in the point standing.
Qualified just 0.04 of a second off the number 1 spot. And Terry McMillan with a great reaction time here as well, 0.66. Then runs 4.60